Hey viewers, you're watching The Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. The Supreme Court of India today declined to urgently list a public interest litigation, seeking to cancel the upcoming India-Pakistan Asia Cup T20 cricket match scheduled to be held in Dubai on September 14, 2025. The plea was filed by 4 law students led by Urvashi Jain and was represented by Advocates Sneha Rani, Abhishek Verma and Chaudhary. The petitions argue that at a time when Indian soldiers and civilians continue to suffer losses due to cross-border violence and terror attacks, allowing a high-profile cricket match against Pakistan sends a message contrary to the national dignity and the sacrifices of the armed forces. The matter was mentioned before a bench comprising Justices J.K. Maheshwari and Vijay Bishnoi. Counsel for the petitioners requested urgent listing of the case given the match was scheduled for Sunday, that is on September 14. The counsel pleaded, "The match is on Sunday, please list it tomorrow," emphasizing the need for a hearing before the game. However, the bench was firm in its response, stating the match must go on. Despite the counsel admitting, "I may have a bad case, but please get it listed," the court categorically refused to entertain the plea at the stage, stating, "No, nothing." The petitioners highlighted the recent terrorist attack in Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir on April 22, 2025, where a group of tourists was targeted in the Besaran meadows, resulting in dozens of deaths and injuries. This was the first major civilian strike in the valley since the abrogation of Jammu and Kashmir's special status in 2019. They contended that holding a cricket match with Pakistan shortly after such incidents and after operations like Operation Sindoor that led to sacrifices by Indian civilians and soldiers was inconsistent with national dignity and public sentiment. The plea emphasized that cricket as a sport cannot be placed above national interest, the safety of citizens, or the sacrifices of the armed forces. It warned that continuing with the match would be detrimental to the morale of the armed forces and the citizens alike. The petitioners also sought directions for the implementation of the National Sports Governance Act 2025. In response to the petitioners' arguments, the Supreme Court bench observed, "What is the urgency? It's a match, let it be. The match is this Sunday, what can be done?" The court's refusal to list the plea urgently underscored their stance that the match should proceed as scheduled despite the objections raised. Notably, the India-Pakistan T20 match is set to take place at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium as part of the 2025 Asia Cup. The petitioners contended that organizing such a match in the aftermath of terror attacks and ongoing security concerns sends an ambiguous message, potentially undermining the sacrifices made by Indian soldiers and civilians. They argued that while the cricket match might aim to foster harmony and friendship between nations, the timing and circumstances rendered it hurtful to the families of victims of terrorism and counterproductive to national interest. The Supreme Court's refusal to entertain the plea at this stage effectively clears the way for the match to go on as planned, reaffirming that the event must proceed despite the sensitive political and security context highlighted by the petitioners. That's all for now. Stay tuned to The Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.